Good evening, all. How you doing? Good morning, Daisy. How you doing? Alright, I think tonight I'm going to do one of my light side characters. Now, should I do a Jedi or should I do... I'd like to finish off the storyline, with some others, like I was saying the other night. He's on Balmora. He'd be cool too. Let's see. Kind of like this guy. Kind of like the look of him. Alright, let's take this guy on for a while and I might jump around a bit. Extremely merry. Excellent. Wait, extremely merry? Does that mean you're secretly Santa Claus? He's already gone. Foodies, let me take a look. Ooh. Chicken, sweet corn, carrot, and mushroom soup. That is a really tasty, delicious breakfast right there. Excellent. Okay. Okay, gives me a little bit more space. Right, we are, I think, where we were the other day.
Oh, excuse me. Something in the air. Spores, I think. Name's Wintag.
Oh, great.
I'm working on the Republic Teresian archival database.
Greta, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm assigned to explore the old city myself, but I'm not handling the change of atmospheres very well. I don't suppose you'd be up for a little job exploring the
Spring
ruins?
onion. Oh yeah, spring onion.
You're well funded, so I can pay you for your trouble.
Just let me know how I can be of service.
Thank you, Master Jedi. I'm talking about finding the archive set up by Terrace's own government to preserve their knowledge and culture in the event of disaster. I've been working on this for years, and I believe I finally pinpointed the location of their archive.
Yeah, and we've tons of tomatoes. Tons.
Just tell me where, and I'll bring it back for you.
From the records, it sounds like it may be more than a simple data file. I've tried to approach the location before, but it is positively overrun with raccoons. I couldn't get close. If you could get past them, let my assistant know how to arrange retrieval. Her constitution is stronger than mine.
So heroic, and I think... Oh no.
Would you like a chance to be part of one of the great mysteries of the Republic's past? We have irrefutable proof that Revan once sheltered here, soon after returning to the Republic from the Sith. There are many tales of how Revan rescued Bastila Shan and changed galactic history, but there were smaller lives touched as well.
Oh, that's not good to hear. Did you get any sleep at all?
Be direct. Tell me what it is you want.
I am Hackenberg, historian from the Galactic Library on Coruscant. I am undertaking one of the most important historical research projects of our lifetime. 300 years ago, the outcasts of Taris lived deep below the city, where the Rakghoul plague originated. Revan's journals record bringing them a cure for the plague and leading them to the secure colony called the Promised Land. Yet we don't know if they survived.
The Promised Land. Eden! Sorry, wrong franchise.
Are you asking me to look for a lost colony from 300 years ago?
Or any sign of what became of them. My assistant is coordinating excavations. Anything you find, bring to him. Perhaps these promised ones left some record, something to talk to us across the ages.
Okay, now mailbox. Surely there's a mailbox in here somewhere. No? There is. He doesn't have a cool looking mount, so I might as well give him the one from the Twitch drop. Oh, actually, yeah, he does have a tauntaun. I am really sorry to hear that. That's really bad. You know, listen to Daisy. Like, if it's that bad, like, call an ambulance, you know? I added a whole bunch of stuff for you guys to play with. It's still a work in progress, but there's tons of cheers, new cheers, and it's all randomized too, and follows, the little animations, tons of new emotes, including animated emotes. So there's a whole bunch of stuff for you to play with. That's a tough one for an Irishman. That's a tough one. Right. Emote only. Yeah, that's when I kind of need to remind myself to sit up. Got a real pain in my right side of my ribs. Raise the mic slightly.
are saved. An Upworlder has restored to us the work of my grandfathers. At last, we have a place to escape this oppressive city and the laws that keep us
Because you're relaxed and
a
you're not
place where we
overthinking it.
can breathe.
Yeah.
Good as new.
Oh, god damn it. I need to do the other one first anyway. Wasn't looking. I've been meaning to do all those upgrades to the channel for quite some time, so the last kind of yesterday and today thank you, Aaron, for the retweets over on Mastodon. I'm not sure what crew skills this guy has. Oh, he's a bio fella. Okay. So what did you guys make of Rings of Power? I think it's 2 episodes left. I enjoyed it. The manipulation is... it was great to see Feanor's hammer. Yeah. Yeah, I'm waiting to see him again.
This will be no secret to anyone listening, but Terrace has been attacked.
We'll definitely see him again in the next 2 episodes.
City were destroyed. We have found the Promised Land, but have nowhere to return to. If only we had arrived sooner. The Promised Land is the original Terrace colony site. It was sheltered from the direct bombardment, but the quakes have destroyed every building and generator left. We must start again from scratch, but at least we have survived. The wreck ghouls are still feeding on the dead, but when the meat is gone, they will begin to hunt.
We mourn today for Rukel, who brought us out of the Undercity and into the Promised Land. We have sent scouts throughout Darius and can find no other survivors. They cast us out and barred their doors to us. But now We bury our dead in the ashes of their skyscrapers. As Rukel told us, it is not an easy life. Our children will grow up in a world of spears and bows, not blasters and starships. It is my burden to preserve our memories. Once we were outcasts. Once we were the promised ones. Now we are Taris.
Okay. Your leg keeps getting very cold. And can you move it around? Try keeping it moving, because that sounds like a circulation problem. Just gently, like.
Are breeding. Back in the Undercity, they reproduced only by infecting us. But now, there are more every day. We lose people to them.
Yeah,
a few every
it
year.
sounds like a circulation issue.
The serum the Upworlder brought us has held true. We do not sicken. But now the serum is gone. We have had 4 infants born who could not be immunized. All boys. We will not be able to protect them forever. We need our full strength to defend the tribe. Maybe the immunity was inherited. Maybe we do not need to worry that a bite, a scratch, will turn our children against us.
That is.
Maybe I do not need to fear for my son.
Was it a painkiller? Anti-inflammatory, yeah. That's like ibuprofen over here. Yeah, tonight now will be the one night we don't get new followers to show off all the new stuff. Yeah, no, you shouldn't be feeling anything. To Guild Wars 2.
There, good as new.
She did put out her story this week, which was cool. And she's working on the daily shorts for the hydroponics. Yeah.
Say about all work and no play. We could use a hobby or something.
Yeah, well, probably not this early. But if it's that bad, like I would call an ambulance.
Fine.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same everywhere. Same in Ireland.
I am Kuki, 14th Keeper of Memories after Rukil. We now number 53 adults and 21 children. We lost 4 abled bodies and 2 child bearers to the Rakghoul virus this year. Our records say there used to be a cure. We have lost so much. Tomorrow, we we leave to search for higher ground. Plants are growing. Nature has reclaimed what once belonged to men. Nature is cruel. 2 of every 3 of our babies die to sickness and hunger. If we are to live, we must rebuild our walls.
This is a restricted area. There have been no security breaches for the past 111,325 days. Please show your credentials to enter.
Have you been guarding this place for 300 years?
That is correct. My programming appears to contain a contradiction. I'm instructed only to open this door to a member of the Teresian government. But when the archive was brought online, all members of the ruling government were contained within. I have received no information on their successors.
What do you mean they were contained within?
I am not authorized to reveal the workings of the archive to anyone but a representative of the Galactic Republic. Is that you?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the same thing at all, but I mean, if I spend too much
I'm a
time
member
in
of the
bed or
Jedi Order
sitting
and
down,
Galactic Republic.
I get that in
Excellent.
my thighs.
Welcome to the
I
Terrace
have to move
Archive.
around, you know? I get kind of cramps in my legs. Not cramps, it's a kind of a deep pain. I have to move around.
This is the ruling
exercise,
government of
use
Terrace,
muscles.
as last appointed, plus representatives of every major science and industry.
Oh yeah,
My
I believe
final
it.
wish was to be thawed when Terrace was once more in the hands of the Republic. Here is data on all those contained within.
I can assure you, I will not fail.
My programming instructions end here.
sparkling water tonight. Grapefruit, which is nice.
We forgot. I am the memory. I have Rukil's descriptions. I know there was a city once. I know a city is many houses, many people. I am the only one. Now, there is just us. We have stopped having children. The old records say it is from toxic radiation. We once called this the Promised Land. It was a lie. It is our grave.
What the? Excellent, level 43. Oh, I see. They don't give me an easy way out of this place. Camera batteries are charging. We're pretty much ready to go tomorrow. Linda goes to the show and shine to get the stuff for her videos. That's tomorrow morning. That's down, I believe, at the Mill Casino. And then tomorrow night, well, tomorrow evening, there's Cruise to Coos. And it's only like one block down the road for us, so we'll just bring the cameras down. And as it's going on, hopefully everything goes according to plan, but I intend putting out a bunch of stories and reels and shorts on YouTube as we're down there. And then, of course, the main video of the entire thing will come out on Sunday. So, fingers crossed. No worries, take it easy. And like, if listen to Daisy, like if it gets really, really bad, like call an ambulance. Daisy is being very quiet because he's busily stuffing his face with that delicious soup.
I was told you might be coming. Was there anything in the archive?
Apparently, the ancient Teresian government thought the most important thing to preserve was themselves.
Themselves? What do you mean literally? That's amazing. All this time we've been working from old recordings and the occasional droid, when the key to the whole planet's history is right here.
Mm-hmm. The game is running a lot smoother tonight, so I think that was a server thing with the game. They were just really busy a couple of days ago. The heck, is that heroic or... Yeah. Aha! Our first spammer of the night.
Reminder, mechanized travel is for official business only.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, well, that wouldn't do any good. Okay. Let me quickly grab that spammer. And attempt not to accidentally ban Saber or Aaron. Okay, that's him gone. What the? Oh. Okay, that's weird. The game just started acting really weird. You know what, I have a lot on this weekend, but hopefully on Sunday I'll rebuild my system and go over to Nobara. This is crazy. Unless it's the game that's having, you know, severe issues, I don't know, but it's really annoying anyway. Game started really acting up on me earlier on. Just slowed down to a snail's pace. So there's clearly something not right. Oh, this is crazy. Hang on. Log out. Try relogging. And Linda's been having issues as well, so Murphy's frickin' law. I've got to edit a video tomorrow night, and this crap is happening. Okay, the frame rate is like down to nothing. Look at that. That's gotta be their servers. Okay, I can't play like this. I'll try a different character. Seven frames per second. It's just... Yeah. The camera looks fine, yeah. The stream is fine. There's nothing at all. There's no drop frames. Sending out a good signal. CPU usage is only at 11%. A rock solid 60 frames per second is what I'm sending out. So it's got to be the game. Okay, that's much better. Yeah, it was. Yeah, they're having issues, I think, Because I've gone from 7 frames per second up to 62. So it's, well, at least I know it's them. I still think I'm going to change distro though. It's just, like today I was doing like all the new artwork for the channel, and like GIMP would just slow to nothing. Like it was crazy.
Thank you for coming so fast. I told you the commander would send someone, Gartha.
The commander didn't send him. That's not a uniform I've ever seen.
He managed to get out here past all the Rakghouls. He could still help us.
Gipio, welcome. How are you doing? Doing good. I've been really enjoying playing this. Well, up until the last time I streamed. And this time, so I'd say it's just a Satele issue. They're just having issues with the server.
Is this a research station or something?
We're a Republic archaeological salvage team, cataloging those
At
who
least
died
it's
in the
good now.
Tarisian bombardment.
Or
Mostly they call us
parts
the
of it, like
corpse
certain regions
hunters.
are just very busy
It's
or something.
pointless work. People are dying out here, so the Republic can have a list they'll never look at.
These people deserve someone to acknowledge their
But
deaths.
this is the same area,
Only
like, which is weird.
Most of our team were lost this
This
morning
is
when
Towers
Rakghouls
too.
cut us off. I was hoping that you might go
thank
see if anyone is still alive.
Ah, my tasty coffee arrived. What are we having tonight?
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Nice.
Dolce coffee.
Cinnamon.
Dolce coffee.
Cinnamon dolce coffee. Okay.
I wouldn't want to be the one left behind in a hole full of those things.
I wanted to go back for them.
Don't be ridiculous, Sierra. Then we'd just be dead too.
We were in the Zerka Works pipeline. If you go soon, there may still be someone there.
No, there's no hope for our friends now. But maybe you can make those monsters pay for what they did.
So much destruction.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
How can you be so cold?
Reconstruction Authority.
This is for you, Gartha. I saw you ahead of me there, before the pack cut us off. Just want to tell you, you're wrong. The dead do care what happens to them after they die. I'm one of them now. I hear those monsters sniffing for me in the dark, and I know I'll be with the dead before anyone comes for us. And I do care. But I'd rather lie here 1,000 years undiscovered than have some greedy son of a hut like you dig me up just to see what I've got that's worth stealing. I hope someone else finds this and makes you pay for your crimes, like I'm about to pay for mine.
seeing anything else. Okay, done.
You're back, and I don't see anyone with you. Did you... Are they?
Dead? What did you think? The rat ghouls would buy them flowers and send them home?
The galaxy is a dangerous place.
If you kill those freaks, I'll call it even. At least we can clear out the corpses without becoming one.
Excuse me, I should call the base, tell their families what happened.
I'm putting in for a transfer. No job is worth this.
I hear you found a way to make it worth your while.
What did you find? Was Alizu alive? What did that lying coward say about me?
Greed is one thing, Gartha, but grave robbing's just low.
Okay, fine. So I'm sending some trinkets into the black market instead of Republic archives. So what? You're talking about people who died generations ago.
We'll see if you think prisoners have as few rights as the dead.
Very funny.
The commander's sending a team to retrieve the bodies. Thank you for doing what you could.
Ask your partner what's been happening to the valuables you find.
Oh, please. This is so humiliating. Yes, Elisu and I were stealing some trinkets for the black market. The blasted dead don't cry over it. Why should you?
How could you? You told me those boxes were going to the Republic archive.
Yeah, so I lied. What, you going to turn me in for that too?
We'll work this out later. We've asked enough of your time. Although, if you have a moment...
You sound like there's something more on your mind.
Okay, this'll sound crazy, but there's more rat ghouls at our grave sites than any of the Republic target zones.
Ah, they're just drawn to the noise and the smell of flesh.
We're not any noisier or fleshier than a platoon of soldiers. I think they're protecting their ancestors.
Ancestors?
See, rat ghouls descend from sentience. It's a disease, one we know little about. But if my theory is correct, it'll be our first insight into how they think. This could be a first step toward taking the planet back from them.
Still seems like a long shot, unless you can sit them down and ask.
I think there's a way. Now that you're here anyway.
What? You're not sending them to the bombardment site, are you? That place is so thick with rat ghouls you can see them from orbit.
Don't you interfere. We know what you think of the people of Terrace. I am right about this. Why else would they be so determined to guard the bombardment sites? If you could get samples from both the rat ghouls and the skeletons at one of the main sites, we could see if they're related.
I'll poke around and see what's what.
Seriously, Sierra, you think you can waste his valuable time on your crackpot theories?
You don't tell me what to do anymore. We know how you feel about the people of Terrace. Please don't let Gartha discourage you. This is important. And I don't think there's anyone else on this planet willing to brave those rat ghouls to find out. I'll be waiting to hear what you find.
Okay, cool. That is a pretty cool mount, you know, considering you get it as a drop on Twitch. I forgot that he used a shotgun too. Okay. Here's Boney M. Okay, one more. Oh, another spammer. Jeez.
Got it.
Got it? Okay. Still though, hour and 7 minutes and only 2. That's good going.
The Republic sent a unit to retrieve our team's bodies. They said to thank you for your help.
Aren't you going to ask if he wasted his time on your pet project?
Why do you always try to ruin everything? Do Sullustan moms not hug their children or something? Did you get to the bombardment site? I don't see a scratch on you.
The Radicals didn't want to give up their blood, but I convinced them.
I'm sure you can be quite persuasive. Just let me see the samples. I've got a portable scanner that can give us preliminary results right now. That's amazing. There's over a 50% correlation. Genetic drift usually means a much less marked connection, even in a normal population after so many years.
So they're not just related, they're inbred?
Guess they're not any pickier about their mates than their food.
How can you joke about this? This is incredible. There's no way this is coincidence.
What? Where's the cynical disbelief?
You can't dispute the numbers, Sierra. You're right. This is amazing. If rat ghouls have enough rationality to remember people and places that matter to them, we can't keep treating them like mindless animals.
If they can think, maybe someday we can make peace with them.
Exactly. We need to cancel our operations in these grave sites. We can't keep antagonizing them.
But if we know they come to the defense of certain territories, we can bait them, draw them out, so the Republic can send in troops to exterminate them.
No, if they're sentient, we can't just keep murdering them.
I'll contact the Reconstruction Authority. Do you have an opinion on this?
If there's any way to coexist peacefully with the Radicals, we should take it.
I guess it's a virtue to forgive, right? At least this way, maybe we can avoid those kind of attacks in the future. I'll give the Republic your recommendation. Thank you again for all your help.
And now look at it again. Frame rate just dropped dramatically. Again. Okay. Yeah, it's not. I'll try and go somewhere that's not Taris. It's weird, yeah. And now it's back. Now it's back up normal. That's just... I don't see anything that'll be doing that. No. Jeez. Okay. Right. Let's keep going for another bit. Sounds heroic.
What do you think, Khan?
The foundation of the Terrace Chemworks factory cannot be repaired.
Would
I
be
expect
cool if
total
ever
collapse
play one
within
of
2
them too.
weeks. Once the building falls, the stored
There
chemicals
was one
will
of
flood
these
this
guys
area.
in
They
the
are
Clone Wars series. He
highly
was cool.
toxic to humans. I am sorry.
I'll make sure there are speeders on hand, but we can't just pack up and go. Do what you can.
As always, I will pursue an alternative. Excuse my inattentiveness, Master. You are with the reconstruction effort? I advise you not to stay long.
You were talking about evacuation. What's going on?
Many of these ruins are unstable. A nearby structure used for chemical storage is on the verge of crumbling. As I was explaining to my colleague, there is only one way to remove the chemicals before they spill. A burn-off. A well-armed demolitions team could reach the structure and incinerate the chemical stockpiles. I can provide the incendiaries. Unfortunately, no team is available.
I could lend a hand if you need one.
Your generosity is considerable. You should know, however, between the structural instability, the toxicity levels, and the incendiary chemicals, the mission does carry substantial risk. It is nonetheless urgent. You are not a demolitions team, I fully recognize this. But if you could arrange the burn-off, I would humbly welcome your aid.
Stand by for examination and suggested product. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Ah, I see your infection is progressing. Hold still while I take samples for analysis. While I transmit the data to Dr. Sell, there are some questions I should ask. Do you have any of the following symptoms? Dizziness, fever, shortness of breath, and inexhaustible hunger for sentient flesh?
Can you do anything about these cuts? I'm losing blood here.
I'm sorry, my core function is in analysis, not trauma care. Ah, here's Dr. Sell.
Good news. Your antibody count is off the charts. I'll start work on a vaccine immediately. You are remarkably brave. Our progress has just jumped forward by years. While you recuperate, I'm going to transmit the usual secrecy agreements. Just use your thumbprint to sign on the sensor.
What do you mean, usual secrecy agreements?
This is standard procedure when the Republic develops biotech with significant earnings potential. We develop the vaccine for Republic soldiers first, and when it's proven, sell it to colonists. Until then, it's under wraps. We don't want the exchange or the Sith
Have a good
funding
one.
some horrible operation with an underground version.
Yeah, lots of classic cars tomorrow. It's going to be cool. It's going to be a long day, but it's going to be cool.
Lives will be lost while this profit is being made.
Tell me something I don't know. Every week we hear another Rakul horror story. But every colonist on the planet is going to want this vaccine. How do I tell my superiors we gave up that kind of money?
If you get a sample of the Jedi, I bet they'd find someone to make it fast.
I'll keep that in mind. We'll get this cure out one way or another. Thanks for putting yourself on the line for this. Would have taken years to do it the safe way. I don't know if Taris will ever be what it was, but now, at least, there's hope.
Excuse me, friend. The Republic told me you might be able to help with a difficult situation. They say you are a most reliable operative on Terrace. Have you heard anything about titroxinate being sold on the black market?
Titroxinate. Isn't that stuff you got, Drulla?
What's titroxinate?
Titroxinate was the pre-patent name for the weaponized agent we think was responsible for the Rakghoul plague. The Empire could fashion it into a terrible weapon, turning our soldiers into monsters and setting them against us.
Where's the arms dealer who's selling this stuff?
I'm more worried about its source. Trace the original titroxinate samples to an old Chemworks factory. It's overrun with Nexu. We can't get near it. If you can retrieve any canisters that remain, the Republic will see you're well rewarded for your effort.
Have to head there anyway.
Welcome to Taris. I hear you've done the Republic a good turn in the past, so I'm sorry not to have a warmer welcome for you.
Was that a veiled request for help?
We're having some trouble. Nothing you couldn't have predicted, but there you are. Our bases here are far from self-sufficient. We're not farmers, and there's no existing infrastructure here to work with. We're at the mercy of our supply ships, and this month just went nose down in some of the worst territory on Taris.
Is the ship lost? Why haven't your men recovered the supplies?
Our men tried to reach the ship once, but they turned back after taking serious casualties. They said it's more than just Rakghouls, but couldn't make an ID. If you still want to go, you'll need to talk to our quartermaster at the supply shed across the base. She's got the exact coordinates of the crash.
And you're just going to make this all better, huh?
Usually people are happy if I come to make things better.
I'm Karen Weck, Quartermaster. Commander Gardet just called to say you're retrieving our supplies. For which, by the way, I and the rest of the troops here humbly thank you. But I don't want Commander Fatpants to think it means he gets away with this. Embezzled the Republic's money to build your office out of Alderaanian timber, but that's fine. Because someone like you will waltz in to save the day.
That's a serious accusation.
I said over and over that the ship needed repairs. The left stasis generator was loose, and the hyperdrive motivator was seeping fluid. But Gardet had already spent our allotted maintenance budget on himself.
I noticed he had a pretty posh setup.
Every shipment has some personal item he's bringing in. Somehow he's juggling the numbers he sends to HQ. No commander needs a personal vehicle in an outpost this size. If you can take this holo camera out to the crash site, you could get the evidence I need to get him court-martialed.
All right, I'll do it.
Thank you. If you take holopics of the engine, I can show that the documented lack of repairs is what caused the crash. The most important thing is the supplies, though. The crash site isn't far. When you get everything, bring it back here so I can distribute it.
Cool, we can hit the other main storyline one on the way.
Kuchusa yomata chitoya, asubi mota uipa. Patoga wata kiko uba kiriwata buki donko.
You never take those things off?
Chobot I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta. Buka kampak nijit, tonka yiliska chanaga. Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka.
Who are these scavengers?
Kupa tonti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni. Poya toka changa goptula do bata wana wanki. Chaskruni do pat kurira do kanki kung.
Seems to me taking more core samples would be less dangerous.
Chaskruni do pat kurira do dokanki kung. Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto.
If I had a credit for every death trap I've escaped, I wouldn't need this job.
Yana dapunu, tauz azulas uval tung mi chakulka dimaji. Kabano tase makipuna, mali tuta odmishka.
I love the the 1960s Batman sound effects for the punching. examine the faulty engine for the bonus. I think that those two go to the same one. Bonus done. Okay. Oh, good. They actually repop. Great. I have to go forward anyway because I've got to burn off the toxic piles. All of those. Now just burn off the piles. Let's see. There we go. Okay, one more. Okay, I must have missed one somewhere. Nope, got that one. Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's over the other side. There it is. Okay. Okay. And we're out. Okay, now where to? Well, so far the frame rate is holding. Ooh.
Why'd you have to go and kill everybody? Some of those guys were all right.
I'm here for the planetary core samples. Hand them over.
Planetary core samples. Right. You work for Beryl Thorne, don't you? That's what I used to do. The name's Tyrodol. I was helping Beryl smuggle artifacts off Taris disguised as core samples. I thought we'd get rich. Turns out Beryl's a soft touch. Instead of selling what we smuggle on the Imperial market, Beryl gives relics to descendants of Taris survivors for a tiny finder's fee. Ridiculous.
There's an Imperial market on Taris?
No. But high-ups in Imperial space pay big credits for Taris artifacts. They're status symbols. I let Beryl think rat ghouls killed me and went into business with the scavengers. They had a bright idea to increase profits. Why sell a relic to the Imperials once we can sell it a dozen times? These droids are making copies of the relics.
Takes guts to fleece the Empire.
And that's just the beginning. I'm working out deals with wealthy collectors all over the galaxy. Let's be smart about this. I'll give you a hefty payout and a cargo pod of counterfeit relics if you keep my operation quiet. You go home richer, Beryl gets some relics to give away, and I stay in business. What do you say?
Sounds like a happy ending for everyone.
I'll transfer credits to your account right away. You'll have them by the time you're done with Beryl. Take this cargo pod of fake relics to her. She'll never know the difference. Just remember, this stays between us.
Cool. Let's see.
I can smell chemicals on you, but I also smell fire and smoke. Did you complete the burn-off? All the toxins and pollutants have been incinerated?
Definitely. No question about it.
Nothing could please me more. Thank you. The structure will still collapse, but it shall leave no poison in its wake. Perhaps we can rebuild the area after all.
These are all the canisters I was able to recover.
Thank you. The Republic thanks you. Imagine how horrific it would be if the Ragul nightmare had spread to the rest of the galaxy. Please, take this for your service.
We don't have antibiotics. They come on the same ship as everything else.
You're supposed to keep better tabs on that sort of thing. These men have the Cillian flu. They could die if... Ah, our great hope has returned. Dare I ask if you've been able to recover our supplies?
And I didn't even take a gratuity.
You freelancers, always taking a poke at us soldiers, huh? Just in the nick of time, too. The men came close to mutiny when I cut rations again. They knew this wasn't going to be a luxury cruise.
What do you expect? You ask your men to starve while you eat bantha steaks from off-world.
These pictures prove you knew the ship was damaged, and you sent it anyway.
They're going to Republic Command, along with my documentation of every personal purchase you've made. These men left their families and risked their lives to come here. If they die, it should be for someone better than you.
I didn't know the ship was so bad. I thought if it was serious, they'd catch it on Ord Mantell.
A good commander lives under the same conditions as his troops.
I never realized how quickly we go through our supplies. If I thought we couldn't last a month, I have some personal stores. I'll distribute them while you finish here, as a gesture of good faith.
I never thought I'd see anyone put the righteous fear into him like that. Good job. And thank you. Actually, if you're still interested in serving our soldiers, there may be something else. Normally, our 4th outpost comes here to pick up its supplies. But their convoy never arrived this month. I'm afraid something happened. They need to be found.
Just tell me where to look.
You've got to be the best friend these soldiers ever had. The route between the outposts runs along Lake Brel. Not the best planning. There's Rakghouls there, and a Nexus spawning ground, and worse. Usually the convoy's managed by only traveling when the sun is highest. Plus lots and lots of firepower. But if they're out there too long, well, you need to find them.
That's a lot of risk to take out of the goodness of my heart.
Sure. If credits are all you want, I can find you some.
I'm on my way.
Whatever happened to the convoy, we need to make sure Morn Outpost gets their supplies. Sonic emitters along the route usually keep off the worst of the critters. But if they're on the fritz, that convoy would have walked into a feeding frenzy. Fix the emitters and see what you can find about the convoy. When you're done, report to Commander Yajek at Morn Outpost. And thank you.
Chikos pa inigudad ijigliska chanagawa. O grani tampio da pushi wompa. Pu tula musta.
Have a nice life, Gogglehead.
Torpa da bunky donko?
Oh, somebody else just did it. Have to wait a minute or two for it to repop. How you doing, Drilla? There we go. Yeah. Well, at least you moved around a little bit. Just take it easy. Well, the brew should help a little bit too. Even if it is only kind of psychologically.
We just stopped to rest. Geozel found a scratch, and we don't know if it's the Rakul infection, so we're waiting. And Ferdoan might be coming down with the Geonosian swamp flu, but we're on our way, I swear, and you're looking at me very strangely.
What are you expecting me to accuse you of?
Nothing. I mean, look, I know we're late, so people naturally start thinking...
Yeah. It's always good to move around a little bit though, you know. It's good for your circulation.
That you were dead?
Would they care? I'm sorry, I shouldn't even be... Are you even Republic? I don't recognize it. Oh, forget it. I was never a good liar. We aren't going back. Is that what you wanted to hear? We've deserted.
I know army life stinks, but don't they kill you or something if you desert?
Prison on Coruscant, which is way better than being stuck here. At least your family can visit. 5 years we've been out here. No break. Most of our friends have died. We're wounded, tired, broken. Fighting something that can't think, can't be frightened. And if you get the slightest scratch, you become the enemy and your own squad puts you down like a dog.
You've given the Republic as much as it can reasonably demand.
You're not gonna turn us in?
You'll never survive alone out here.
We're heading back near the main base. There's scavengers with ships there. Maybe we can make it off-world. Please, tell Commander Yachek you found our bodies. That way no one will ever come looking.
Yeah, it sounds awful. And it could, yeah, I mean, it could be, hopefully that epidural will help as well, because it could be like a trapped nerve in your back or something, you know? Yeah. Like, the two are probably related, you know, the two problems. Well, it's, yes, the 20th today, so probably about what? 17, 18 days to go. About 2.5 weeks.
State your business. This is a Republic military outpost, sovereign territory of the Galactic Republic. We will defend ourselves with deadly force if necessary.
You're not gonna make many friends with an attitude like that.
Sorry. Wasn't sure if you were Republic. There's no unauthorized travel this far into the wilds. Best policies usually blast first, chat later. Don't suppose you were sent by Commander Guarded with news about our supplies.
That was so easy I fell asleep doing it.
That's a relief. Our own convoy never reported back. Wouldn't be the first time we lost one to the Nexu. I was about to send another, but that means leaving the whole outpost understaffed and undefended. And the rat ghouls have been real active this month. Don't suppose you saw any sign of our
like
boys.
when you're sitting on your leg, is it
If they're
going?
still alive,
Are you getting like a dead leg
better
at
have
all?
a good
Can you
excuse
feel
for
it?
leaving us hanging.
Because then when you stand up, like the blood all rushes back in there.
I found their bodies along the route.
No surprise. Ah, well, they'll be missed. I'll send their uniforms home to their kin. Anyway, thanks for the help and the news. This sure won't help morale. Everyone else will just have to work a bit harder now.
Report your ailments. You are fit for duty. Return to your post. Stand by for examination and suggested products. You are fit for duty. Return to your post. Report your ailments. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Oh, excuse me. Something in the air. Spores, I think. Name's Wintag. I'm working on the Republic Teresian archival database. We call it RepTad. I'm assigned to explore the old city myself.
This is the one I
I'm
just did with the other guy.
not handling the change of atmospheres very well. I don't suppose you'd be up for a little job exploring the ruins? We're well funded, so I can pay you for your trouble.
Wait, what was that first part? I didn't hear anything before the word pay.
If you can do this, the Republic will be falling over themselves to reward you. I'm talking about finding the archive set up by Terrace's own government to preserve their knowledge and culture in the event of disaster. I've been working on this for years, and I believe I finally pinpointed the location of their archive.
Then what do you need from me?
I've tried to approach the location before, but it is positively overrun with raccoons. I couldn't get close. If you could get past them, let my assistant know how to arrange retrieval. Her constitution is stronger than mine.
Yeah. I think, yeah, I mean, we'll see. Like, I think the epidural will make a huge difference, because it's probably either like a circulation issue, or you've got, you know, whatever's going on in your back is affecting your leg, you know? Oh no. It's heroic, we don't want to do that.
Would you like a chance to be part of one of the great mysteries of the Republic's past? We have irrefutable proof that Revan once sheltered here, soon after returning to the Republic from the Sith. There are many tales of how Revan rescued Bastila Shan and changed galactic history, but there were smaller lives touched as well.
You're talking like these are people I should know about.
Revan, the great Jedi General of the Mandalorian Wars, who turned to the dark side but was brought back to the light by Master Bastila Shan? Shameful. This is why the galaxy needs research like mine, to bring history to life for its people. 300 years ago, the outcasts of Taris lived deep below the city, where the Rakghoul plague originated. Revan's journals record bringing them a cure for the plague and leading them to the secure colony called the Promised Land. Yet we don't know if they survived.
This place is a toxic wasteland. There's no way anyone survived.
Then what killed them? And what might that teach us about Taris? If you are braving the wilderness anyway, keep your eyes open. My assistant is coordinating excavations. Anything you find, bring to him. Perhaps these promised ones left some record, something to talk to us across the ages.
Is your scooter charged? Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick bio break, grab a fresh coffee, and I'll be right back. Okay, cool.
11 a.m. tomorrow.
Huh?
The show and shine doesn't start until 11 a.m. tomorrow. I thought it started at 8.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Are you going to drive down there or?
No, see what the weather's like tomorrow.
Okay, now let's hit this one first. I put chocolate creamer in this one, so it should be nice. Ah, familiar place. Well, at least I know what to do here. Just fly through it.
We are saved. An Upworlder has restored to us the work of my grandfathers. At last, we have a place to escape this oppressive city and the laws that keep us beneath it. A place where we can breathe.
Fire break? What you mean? Right up to this one first, get that one done. Bio break. I need to take a piss. Bio break. A biological break. Wow. It's ore, I think. Fire break. Yeah, I'm just gonna go start fires there. Just need a quick fire break. Which one? The Irish Ego one? Right, hang on. Oh, that's your cat is beautiful. That's it, and clearly he likes that new desk.
This will be no secret to anyone listening, but Terrace has been attacked. The upper and lower city were destroyed. We have found the Promised Land, but have nowhere to return to. If only we had arrived sooner. The Promised Land is the original Terrace colony site. It was sheltered from the direct bombardment, but the quakes have destroyed every building and generator left. We must start again from scratch, but at least we have survived. The wreck ghouls are still feeding on the dead, but when the meat is gone, they will begin to hunt.
Yeah. We have in the greenhouse. We have these little grow mats, and they heat up only very, very slightly, just to help with growing. Like you wouldn't even feel it really, like just a very, very slightly. That one of those could work as well. Is he just sit in it? Yeah. That's perfect, yeah.
We mourn today for Rukel, who brought us out of the Undercity and into the Promised Land. We have sent scouts throughout Daris and can find no other survivors. They cast us out and bar their doors to us. But now we bury our dead in the ashes of their skyscrapers. As Rukel told us, it is not an easy life. Our children will grow up in a world of spears and bows, not blasters and starships. It is my burden to preserve our memories. Once we were outcasts. Once we were the promised ones. Now we are Taris. raccoons are breeding back in the Undercity. They reproduced only by infecting us. But now, there are more every day. We lose people to them, a few every year, but only as meat. The serum the Upworlder brought us has held true. We do not sicken, but now the serum is gone. We have had 4 infants born who could not be immunized. All boys. We will not be able to protect them forever. We need our full strength to defend the tribe. Maybe the immunity was inherited. Maybe we do not need to worry that a bite, a scratch, will turn our children against us. Maybe I do not need to fear for my son.
Indeed. Okay.
I am Kuki, 14th Keeper of Memories after Rukil. We now number 53 adults and 21 children. We lost 4 able bodies and 2 child bearers to the Rakghoul virus this year. Our records say there used to be a cure. We have lost so much. Tomorrow, we leave to search for higher ground. Plants are growing. Nature has reclaimed what once belonged to men. Nature is cruel. 2 of every 3 of our babies die to sickness and hunger. If we are to live, we must rebuild our walls.
This is a restricted area.
Shouldn't
There
have
have
done this
been
one
no
last.
security breaches for the past
Not doing that,
111,325 days. Please show your credentials to enter.
Have you been guarding this place for 300 years?
That is correct. My programming appears to contain a contradiction. I'm instructed only to open this door to a member of the Taretian government. But when the archive was brought online, all members of the ruling government were contained within. I have received no information on their successors.
This place has been a wasteland for 300 years. There is no government.
Let me update my programs. My fall through under that condition is to open only to representatives of the Galactic Republic. Is that you?
Yeah, I do some work for the Republic now and then.
Excellent. Welcome to the Terrace Archive. This is the ruling government of Terrace, as last appointed, plus representatives of every major science and industry. Their final wish was to be thawed when Terrace was once more in the hands of the Republic. Here is data on all those contained within.
Now I'm all ears. Keep talking.
My programming instructions end here.
A gyro something they're called. Yeah, the big kind of, you kind of strap in like this and it spins you all around everywhere. I can't remember the name, but it's gyro something. Yeah. Might be. The final cairn, I'll go over and get the bonus thing done first. Oh, this dude.
We forgot. I am the memory. I have Rukil's descriptions. I know there was a city once. I know a city is many houses, many people. I am the only one. Now,
I'm looking
there
forward
is
to tomorrow.
just us. We have stopped having children. The old records say it is from toxic radiation. We once called this the Promised Land. It was a lie. It is our grave.
Okay, I think I can just get out of here quickly. I guess I'll go there.
I was told you might be coming. Was there anything in the archive?
Apparently, the ancient Teresian government thought the most important thing to preserve was themselves.
Themselves? What do you mean literally? That's amazing. All this time we've been working from old recordings and the occasional droid, when the key to the whole planet's history is right here.
Reminder, mechanized travel is for official business only.
Hey. Pretty much back to where we were with the other character. Well, it's been good for over an hour now, so hopefully whatever is causing it on the server has been fixed. Uh-oh. Yeah, it seems to be like in certain areas. Like, look at it. I spoke too soon. It just dropped to nothing. Yeah, it's just like in this area is where it's happening. So, jeez.
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes.
So that's sending me back there. I'm just going to go back here.
Be safe out there.
Oh, jeez, that's so weird. And now it dropped off the map. Holy moly. And now is the game going to crash or come back? It looks like it's crashed. No, that's not a good sign. Let me try and relog. Yeah, it's crashed. Yeah, I'm gonna change this, Russ. Could probably go to Nobara. And I'll try logging in again. Everything was going so well. It's just acting up again. Yeah, let's see what happens when we log in. Oh, jeez. Well, that's not good. Okay. Flashpoint. Like it was running so well there now for like an hour and a half.
I can count the number of times I've been truly impressed in my life on one hand, Captain. Congratulations. You walking in with those core samples just got added to the list.
Why didn't you tell me about your side business? I thought we were friends.
Well, I guess there's no point in beating around the bent anymore. How'd you find out what I'm really up to? What happened with the scavengers?
Turns out Tyrodal faked his death by Rackles and joined the scavengers. He told me everything.
I never liked that guy. Where's he now?
Details don't matter.
Sounds like I won't be hearing from Tyrodal again. Sorry I didn't keep things on the up and up, but you're working with Risha. I've got trust issues there. I don't want these relics decorating some fat senator's bedroom. They're going to the descendants of Terra survivors where they belong.
I can't argue with that.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you feel that way. Hey, look at that. The Republic just updated my contract log as complete. And right on time. My spaceport friend granted me access to the Republic sensor array. Let's find us a vault.
It was that easy for you to get access?
Never easy. I just make it look that way. Sensors are picking up the vault's unique radiation signature. That's good. Aha, there it is. Oh. Your vault is in Zone 0. That's bad.
Give me all the details.
Zone 0 is in no man's land. When the Republic first got here, it sent a bunch of surveyors to map the region. One surveyor made it back alive. Said the place is overrun with things worse than rat ghouls. Nobody goes there.
If that's where the vault is, that's where I'm going.
You'll need serious hardware to crack that vault. Risha's good at getting into places she isn't supposed to. Maybe talk to her. It's been interesting knowing you, Captain. Have fun out there.
Wow, I can't even move. I can't even frickin' move. It's just unbelievable. Alright, I'd say I'm going to have to leave it there for tonight. That's really, because I'm really in the mood to play, like, that's really annoying me. This fella. I don't know if it's the game, though. I think there's something else going on. No. Same thing. Alright guys, I'm going to have to leave it there for today. I will be putting up loads of stories and shorts and reels and whatnot on all the various different channels. Look out for stories here on Twitch and shorts on my YouTube channel tomorrow night. Sunday I'll be releasing the Cruise the Coos video, hopefully, fingers crossed, if this thing holds up. And anyway, I'll be back streaming Lotro, fingers crossed, on Monday, and we'll be back to normal. So until then, have a fantastic weekend, Drilla. Hope you're feeling better soon, but I'll be on Discord anyway, so just message away, like, yeah. Alright guys, see you tomorrow. Well, see you on stories tomorrow and then streaming on Monday. Have a good one.